March is going to be all about God Wars Dungeon 2, which is great for merchanting. Let's look at how you'll be able to make some bank. Hey you guys, it's DivineForMerch.com with BTS Merchant Review number 22. For those of you watching the video during the bonus XP weekend, I hope you're having a good time and I wish you a great weekend. Let me know in the comments below if you did any investments or what your goals are for the weekend. So God Wars Dungeon 2. To be honest, this was the most difficult merchanting related update to foresee in a long time. So if you saw it coming and already invested, very well done. Usually there is at least some information out there that confirms an update will be out in a specific month, but this time there was nothing. It was clear they were working on it, but there were no confirmations of anything. The update could have easily been moved to April, which would have had a substantial impact on people's investments. I've personally been investing for over a month, and if it would have been delayed until April, that would have been quite a bummer. So how did I figure out that God Wars Dungeon 2 would be out this month? I just looked at the updates planned for the first half of 2016. Invention was already released, same with Nomad's Elegy. Now the chance of the Barrows Brothers quest coming in the month straight after the Nomad quest was almost non-existent. The solo boss hasn't even entered development yet. The Vampire quest finale will be done by the same team as Invention, so there would not have been enough time. NXT only just had a beta and the Gower quest was recently pulled for ideas, so would be nowhere near complete. If we look at the secondary updates, we had the 15-year anniversary event and the God Scoreboard. Hati Wolf and Godbook improvements already passed as well, and we're in the middle of the bonus XP weekend. I was unsure how significant Jagex would make the Easter event because of the Gothics theme there, but I decided that that may not be very likely a very large event. Now in overall this made God Wars Dungeon 2 an obvious choice, and that's why I went with it. But the skilling updates for Invention were delayed, and for all I knew, they could have gone for NXT and the Easter event along with a bunch of Invention improvements instead, due to some time pressure. One of the other reasons why it was difficult to decide was because literally nobody was talking about this update coming up. I get the feeling a lot of people didn't see it coming, but feel free to tell me otherwise in the comments. It may also just have been that people had their hands full with Invention, the Rise of Rares, and Bonus XP Weekend. Managing all of that merchanting and then adding God Wars Dungeon 2 in the mix has been one of the most intensive merchanting periods in a very long time. I know it was for me. For the update itself, the events leading up to the opening of the dungeon aren't really interesting when it comes to merchanting. I do appreciate that they've built a story around it though. We know that the dungeon itself will be met to high level content, which basically answers some simple investment questions. People aren't going to need to tank a lot of damage if it isn't top notch, so a lot more people can participate and the focus will be towards offensive gear. We also know you'll be in an open area with a lot of combat, so that will likely get people extra interested in the kind of methods that can hit a lot of monsters. I'm sure you can think of some creative stuff there. Now keep an eye out for what setups people will prefer for this area around the release of the update by watching streams or going there yourself, as you can focus on flipping those faster and for bigger profits. Supplies are always interesting too, especially for flips after the release of the dungeon, as people don't mind overpaying if they can get new items while they're still more valuable. Speaking of new items, the new God equipment will without a doubt be extremely volatile upon release. If you've never flipped newly released items before, be careful, but you may also want to look into this guide I made about flipping new items. With that said, I won't hold you any longer. Don't forget to make some extremely easy money by flipping throughout the bonus XP weekend. All it takes is a few minutes to get back all of the extra money that you had to pay for your supplies. Have a great weekend and month. I'll see you all again next week for another video.